Getting here, we're gardening some fun. It's August 4th. We're out here in the garden, and things are looking like they're kind of dying back. Watermelons are, vines are, some of them still alive, most of them's dead. Time to start taking them out. The cucumbers, there's one Armenian. Of course, it looks like a rabbit keeps coming in and just picking out those ones because we'll see a cucumber and then it disappear. He's finding a way through the fence. But you can see these others are toast. When it gets August and we've had mid 90s to 100 or maybe a little bit over, gets rough. Now these are second crop, well actually third, because our first one, most of them froze, but these are our late crop of tomatoes. They're putting on a few tomatoes. They're still hanging in there. Hopefully they'll do good. There's still a few blooms on here, so hopefully they'll set some tomatoes and we'll have a few late ones. We've got a few coming on, but our other cucumbers too. Now we did pick a few the other day, but they're still trying to produce, but they're dying out too. Now we are still picking a few tomatoes. We'll pick them today. But this is a transition period. This is when you come in, start cleaning up the garden. We'll cut back a lot of these vines on these first tomatoes that's come out and fallen down, starting to break off, like these that have grown outside the basket. Take those out. We'll take out our basil that's in there, get that cleaned up, and then we'll prepare these beds for put some of them to sleep or just cover them. We have a problem, and I haven't even researched to see what kind of weed this is, but you can see this weed. When it's small like this, it's already got seeds. You pull it up, the seeds will stay behind, and it'll just keep coming back. So what we're going to do is go ahead and cover these. We're not going to be in here having to clean up and clean up and clean up. We're just going to cover them and take care of that. We did get the watermelons off our thyme. Our thyme is really looking good. We had cleaned this up, took what few that was alive, which was just few, and took and planted them out. They've taken off good. We've got to get the weeds out of here because the watermelons were all grown over this. Let that take and go. Now we are still doing good with our garden, but we've taken out our cantaloupes that's right here. You can see those beds are empty. Our greenhouse is virtually empty. We've taken out the tomatoes in here and some of the varieties of peppers. We're going to take out our cayennes. Probably today. We've got 3 plants down there. We're still getting bell peppers. The plants are tall. These are up 5 foot, and they're putting them on, but they'll only be small ones. You can see, of course, this one here got a rotten spot, but they won't get about that big. You can come in here. This is a good one, but this is about as big as they're going to get this time of year for us because the heat is so rough on them. But they're still producing good. They're getting loaded up. They're still blooming because the shade cloth is helping them out. Our banana peppers are still doing good. We're talking about taking these out. I think she's had all she wants for this year. We could just take out one plant and leave the other one. But all our peppers that's in the greenhouse are really doing good. Our habanadas, they're getting ripe still. We've got plenty of them that could be picked right now. Giving away as many as we can. I can't eat that many. I planted 2 plants in case one died, and one plant would give me more than what I'd want. We've taken out all our broccoli in here, our Hilton cabbage and Mitch Healy and stuff. It is time now. People don't think about seed starting, but it's time now to start seed starting. Now, I did come in here and harvest one of the gingers. I'll harvest this one here because what happens once they die down, if I don't harvest them, I won't find them. But I'm going to go ahead and harvest this one and get it out of there. The turmeric that was our late crop that we put in, that we planted our turmeric that was starting to sprout. It's doing good. We'll have a whole lot of extra, more than what we need. Ranger. Yeah, we got a dog. She ain't quite garden friendly. My daughter's dog. We're watching her for a little bit. But the blueberries are really doing good this year. We've got the pH better. You can see the difference in the growth here. We've got nice light green leaves coming on, letting us know that we're putting out new growth. So hopefully they'll do good. Our fence row on the end is really grown up. There was a watermelon, so she let it go, and I didn't come in and do my normal burning the grass at the edge. So we've got a little bit of an issue we'll have to take care of there. With our fruit trees, you can see just this one year it's all grassed in. Grass come in the garden quick. It likes that soil that's got little fertility and stuff, and it just roots in. And it's mostly crabgrass. There are some other grass in there, but it's doing good. All the trees are still doing good, even though our heat, because we've got our sprinkler system to supplement it, because we've been dry here for quite a few days. And you can tell that by some of these. It's a common deal about this time of year where the leaves start dropping. They'll start getting ready for winter time. We just want to make sure we got enough moisture that they're not going to just die from stress and not come back. We've taken out all our cantaloupes. Now you can look at our other turmeric. It's really looking good. Bottom leaves are starting to yellow. But it's really doing good under the shade cloth. All our cantaloupes that's here are gone. We just got to clean this up, cover this bed, because we're going to have to clean it up, because we can't cover it completely because we've got our supports for our shade cloth in the edge of the bed. Our Roselle Vista variety is supposed to bloom early. It hadn't shown signs of blooming yet, but it should bloom within a month, I think. It's supposed to bloom earlier than the other, so we'll see how that does. But it's really doing good. We've got our mullein. You can see it's doing good. These blooms are ready to harvest for a tincture, but we've got so much of it coming on. This one's going to seed now. This one's going to seed. We've got just about all of them's going to seed, and there's enough in there to really get enough blooms off of it. We took out our oregano. This bed is cleaned out, so it just needs redressed and put to sleep. We haven't taken out our cloves yet. This will probably be a fall or winter project, but it's getting about time. We're going to have to come in here and start snapping off these tops, because if we leave them to go to seed, and as small as seeds are, we end up with cloves all through the garden. And we've taken out all our paprika peppers, which were beside our roselle, and over here taking out our cherry tomatoes. We're going to take out this other plant. It's still giving some quite a few tomatoes, but we're just about done with cherry tomatoes, so we're just going to go ahead and take it out. The plants are looking a little bit rough. We'll get that area cleared. But the big thing is now, most people don't think about it. It's hot right now, first week in August, but fall's coming. Normally, I like to think the middle of September is the time we start cooling down. According to a long-term forecast, it looks like we'll start cooling down then. And we want to get our winter crops in early enough that if we do have a hard freeze, we're not going to have an issue with trying to keep them alive. Most of the brassicas do good down about 28. And normally, on a normal winter, we wouldn't have to worry about much below that. But here in the past few years, it's been, the temperature's been getting down into the teens. So that would be an issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to start planting our seed, do some seed starting, because you got to plant ahead. Most of your transplants for your brassicas are going to take about 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, get them up to size where you can put them in the ground. And we're going to talk about getting those seeds started. When it comes to your fall planting, which is not fall yet, it's still summertime, but like I say, you've got to, when you garden, you got to do some planning, thinking ahead how long plants take to grow. You need to decide what you want to grow. I'm going to be planting some filterkraut cabbage, which is one I like, and some red cabbage. It takes quite a while compared to your green cabbages to grow. Of course, the filterkraut does too. It's a little longer growing cabbage. We're going to plant some cauliflower, some Brussels sprouts, and some gypsy broccoli. And we'll get all these started. By the time they get up big enough to be put out, it should start cooling down. Hopefully we've got a normal year. You can't never tell. You just got to play it by ear, see what happens. But this winter, we're just going to grow in the greenhouse except for our onions and garlic. And it's getting about time to plant onion seeds. And if you're going to plant garlic and you plant in the fall like we do here towards middle or end of October, you might want to start getting you some seed garlic so you have some ready. Now, I have plenty that I've saved from earlier this year. But that's all it is to it. Proper planting. A lot of things can be started in the ground if you want turnip greens, mustard greens, stuff like that. A lot of the plants that I grow individually, like if I'm going to grow collards or something like that, I'll plant in the trays. It's time too that I'm going to start some carrots. I'll start them in the greenhouse here probably in the next week or so. Get them started, and then it should cool down, because carrots are always better. All your brassicas are better in cold weather. Carrots are better in cold weather. If you're going to grow beets, they're better. Those cooler temperatures give them a lot more sweetness. But anyway, it's time to start planting. That's the reason I did this video, is to get your mind set on getting those fall crop seeds planted so you'll have your own transplants. Won't have to go down and worry about buying a variety that you don't particularly like the taste. But anyway, as always, enjoy that gardening experience.